What's going on, guys? It is your girl Janiqua A, and I am back with another reading for you guys. If no one told you guys today, I love you, and I know all your dreams and aspirations matter because they do. So let's tap in. I'm hearing exotic. All right, so you could be seeing like exotic animals. Either you could have even went to the zoo. For some of you guys, you might want to take your children to the zoo. All right. You could be seeing like on magazines or posters or videos like lions, tigers. I'm hearing lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Um, I'm seeing like a big cat. All right, feline is what I'm hearing. I'm also getting the third house, the seventh house, and the fifth house. All right, 375 could be very significant to you guys. Okay, but let's get into your reading. I missed you guys. Archangel Michael and the Lake Rod protect me as I'm channeling this message for my collective. Oranges could be very significant. Orange juice. Oh my gosh. This is trust. All right. This is Libra energy. This is didn't I say the seventh house? For some of you guys, this is the moon in Libra. So you definitely could have your moon in Libra. My moon is in Libra. Um, Libra is all about balance. The seventh house is all about balance and partnerships. Okay, Spirit is having you guys focus on your personal life. All right, I'm hearing things are about to get real exotic. Okay, for a lot of you guys, whoever you are connecting with on an intimate level, I see you guys taking a bath together. Okay, I see that there is a lot of trust being built in a romantic and intimate connection. Also, somebody loves the way you smell. All right, your scent. Okay, somebody loves your scent. You have an attractive scent on you. Okay, the 14th could be very significant for you guys. For a lot of you guys, you needed to trust this person before you get intimate. I'm hearing breaking celibacy. Okay, I'm hearing breaking celibacy because your discernment is activated. Ooh. Okay, breaking celibacy because your discernment is activated. I gotta write that down. Hold on. With this 14 right here, you could have been celibate for 14 years for some of you guys. All right, and just breaking it or finding someone that you finally trusting after 14 years. All right, and for some of you guys, 14 months. A four plus one is five. Just as I was saying, a fifth house. Fifth house is all about passion. Okay, passion, fire. Your discernment is activated right now. All right, you knowing who to trust is has strengthened. You've created balance in your intimate life by probably being celibate, by strengthening your discernment, okay, by having control when it comes to your desires. But for a lot of you guys, you're breaking celibacy because your discernment is activated. Oh my gosh. And what I said, look at this, hold on. Look at that woman. Look how she laying down. I'm hearing buzz down. Okay, I'm hearing buzz down. Tatiana, buzz down. Your name could be Tatiana. Like a flower in spring, baby. All right, like a flower in spring. So I see you guys coming out of the shower. I see an experience happening. All right, where you guys coming out the shower. I see both of y'all being cleansed. All right, so divine feminine. This is a man that keeps up with their hygiene. This is a man that finds pleasure in pleasuring you. Okay, and for my divine masculines, this is a woman that keeps up with their hygiene. They love taking a bath. Okay, and that makes you more sensitive to their touch. Okay, I'm hearing spreading like a wildflower. Don't care where you grow. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. They just grow. Okay? So you got Libra, you got Venus, and you got Taurus. Big Empress energy. All right? Real divine feminine energy. Venus and Taurus is high maintenance energy. So for a lot of you guys, before this point in intimacy, you had to learn how to raise your standards. You had to learn how to up the price. You had to learn how to stop attracting low maintenance energies. Okay? And this is why you are being granted, like, as if spirit is saying it's okay to break celibacy with a specific person. Okay? So let's get more into your reading. Spirit, give me more on this trust and didn't I, this is the number 5. Didn't I say the 5th house? You could have Libra in your 5th house. You could have your Venus and Taurus. Those are good placements when it comes to attracting what you want. Ooh, guys. Okay, guys, what are y'all doing? Ooh. Wow. When I tell you options galore, all right, y'all had options. And I feel like you picked the right one. See, that's what celibacy do. That's what celibacy do. That's what taking your time do. That's what upping your standards do. It makes you evaluate your choices instead of just picking anything. Okay? Yeah, the hangman. All right? You've been wise when it comes to your choices and intimacy. Okay? Look, the magician. You made something happen. You hear me? You've manifested the right partner. You manifested the right partner, y'all. Y'all was not in no rush, the hangman. Okay? I see that you guys was doing a lot of shadow work. Magician, when it comes to yourself. A lot of you guys was practicing choosing the right things in life. Okay? Upgrading your standards so that way you can have multiple choices. All right? Oh my gosh. The magician to the queen of cups to the lovers, you did it. All right? When we talking about the queen of cups energy, we have to evaluate our emotions, how we feel. We have to honor our feelings when it comes to love. All right? In this case, when it comes to who we love, how we are being treated when it comes to love. The devil. To the queen of wands, to the page of pentacles. Spirit, give me more on this devil. This is Saturn energy. Spirit, give me more on this devil. For a lot of you guys, let me get more on this devil. Also, you can have Capricorn in your chart, the high priestess. Discernment activated. Discernment activated. For a lot of you guys, you are no longer taking applications when it comes to devil energy. All right. When it comes to lust, when it comes to temptation, when it comes to people just wanting to get into your drawers. All right. Masculines and feminines out here, discernment is activated. The high priestess to the devil, that is discernment activated. When it comes to love, when it comes to intimacy, you guys have strengthened your discernment. You guys are no longer attracted to material things and what people have and what people show you just to get into your drawers. Okay? That doesn't appeal to you no more. The devil energy doesn't appeal to you no more. Control, obsession. All right, people, for a lot of you guys, there are people that is obsessed with your energy. And at one point, you probably thought that was love. Your discernment is fully activated, baby. Your discernment is fully activated. I'm hearing this experience is exotic as hell. Okay? This experience is exotic as hell because your discernment is activated. There's a lot of shadow work that you've done before giving yourself to whoever this is. All right. And that's why this trust, balance, Libra energy came out first. I'm hearing cleansed. You and this person cleanse one another. Like your energy is cleansed from devil energy. I'm hearing cast out. Spirit, give me more on this high priestess and devil. You chose the right option with the 7 of Cups. You chose the right lover. There may have been experiences in the past that you had the opportunity to choose. Baby, I'm so happy you didn't choose it. I'm so happy you did not break your celibacy for that. And you did it with this. I'm hearing you did it with this one. You was very strategic on who you let in your life, who you let in your bed, is what I just heard. Okay? I'm hearing this has been a long time coming. Also, you having to fight your own demons when it comes to obsession, when it comes to intimacy. Spirit, give me more on this devil and high priestess. For a lot of you guys, you could have had people working against you. Going to high priestesses. The Page of Cups. To the Ace of Pentacles. No more, I'm hearing no more apologies. All right. I'm seeing like you are realizing that people are not as innocent as they may appear, right? Discernment fully activated. For a lot of you guys, you probably went through a lot of intimate experiences that was really bad ever since you was a child. All right. You could have been dealing with a lot of obsessive behavior ever since you was a child. You could have even been dealing with a lot of, what do you call that? Um, I'm hearing, I don't even think I could say it, but peta, peta, you know what I'm trying to say? Ever since you was young, it's looking like there has been a dark obsession with your energy when it comes to men and women, both. All right, ever since you was young. That's why you needed to activate your discernment. You hear me? I don't know. I'm getting a lot of sensitive. I'm hearing this is a sensitive topic for you. Something happened as a child that scared you to fall in love or scared you to be intimate again. Let that go. See, us women, we are here to populate the earth, right? So if the enemy could scare you away from having an intimate experience again, if the enemy could scare you and put so much fear in your mind about men or women or intimacy, you never going to have a baby. You never going to give love a chance. This is a very sensitive topic. Something happened when you was a child that now you've overcame or you've healed. When it comes to intimacy, I don't know what happened to you as a child with this high priestess, page of cups. For some of you guys, there may have been a lot of secrets. There may have been a lot of things in your family. I'm hearing incest. There may have been people in your family trying to do very horrible things to you on an intimate level since you was young. All right, where you're now strong enough to speak about it. All right, there's a lot of things I'm picking up right now that happened to you as a child. Page of Cups, Queen of Cups. For some of you guys, there could have been things that happened to your child when it comes to people that you were supposed to trust with your child. That kind of made you, I'm hearing, scared of love. There's a cycle that you broke. That cycle was broken because your discernment is activated. You've healed a child wound when it comes to some deep, dark stuff that you probably don't even talk about. It's healed. The enemy literally try to make you scared of love, scared of having children, scared of having children with the wrong person. There's a spell that has been broken. There's a generational curse that has been broken, y'all, specifically when it comes to intimacy. All right, for a lot of you guys, you could have been doing things for money since you was a child. You may have been taught. All right, you may have had a lot of Jezebels that was in charge of providing for you, taught you the wrong way. For a lot of you guys, you had to uncondition, you had to unlearn things about giving and receiving when it comes to intimacy. For a lot of you guys, I'm so sorry that you had to live or experience something in regards to being a child and money. It's as if I'm seeing you couldn't even be a child, or your youth or your innocence was robbed from you at a very young age because of money, or because of what you needed, or because of what the enemy knew you wanted as a child. You know, when we in a page of cups, we're very naive. Okay, especially when we don't have the right figures around us to teach us the right things about how to get money. All right, to not use people for money, to not exchange. I'm hearing sacral chakra energy. You guys have ascended from your sacral chakra. Spirit, what else my everything's need to know? The Ten of Wands. There's some form of energy that had you burdened, that had your energy. For some of you guys, you could have been dating people since you was young that was sucking the life out of you. Like right here in this row, this is telling me that this happened when you was young. The Page of Cups, the High Priestess. You've grown into the High Priestess, but baby, something is over. Whatever you was experiencing as a child, or whatever that robbed you of your innocence, it's over. It's over. You are free from the burden. You are free from also, it's as if you had to keep something a secret. I see you guys no longer keeping something a secret. I see you guys announcing something. I see you guys speaking on something that you was told to keep a secret because you was young, or you was forbidden to say something. There's something that has you released yourself from some sort of bondage. Okay? And then now you in a Knight of Cups energy. There even could have been an energy or family members that made you feel like it was you. Whole time I'm seeing you being robbed of your innocence at a very young age. All right. And with this high priestess, Knight of Cups, again, discernment is activated. You trust who you pouring into. You trust who you getting to know. You trust who you allowing into your sphere, into your environment. You trust this person. This person is a trustworthy person. All right. You chose right. So if there's any feelings trying to arise right now, that's because the enemy fears you and this person, or you having the experience of freedom when it comes to intimacy. There's a sense of freedom and safety moving forward for you when it comes to who you are laying down with. You are no longer fearful. And that was something hard for you to let go. That was something hard for a lot of you guys. You are going to have a very deep discussion and an intimate conversation with somebody that you trust about what happened to you since you was young. And that is going to open up the door to release all of these burdens that you thought you had to keep inside. This is a healing situation. This is a healing. This is going to also, this love is going to heal your inner child, because whoever this is, they are safe. They're going to make you feel safe. They're going to make you feel protected. Spirit, what's the closing out messages? Because I think that this is pretty clear on what's to expect moving forward. The Five of Cups to the Three of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles. For some of you guys, all right, there could have been an ex. There could have been somebody from the past that really had you scared of falling in love again, having a new experience. They could have like beat something into your head to make you feel like you wasn't even worthy of this type of love. That could have been far from the truth. There's a spell, there's like some sort of illusion that you broke free from. Whatever toxic energy that you are now releasing, all right, and entering this new love, is two different energies. This love is not binding. This love, see, when you lean on your own understanding, when you always thinking about money and how you're going to do something, you're always going to seek ways that benefit you only. But when you trust in God, when you choose to be celibate for a while, when you choose to activate your discernment and not just go after people for money or what they can do for you, the angels bring love in. Don't be scared. This is going to heal a part of you that needs to be healed when it comes to feeling safe, being intimate. You broke some sort of illusion about yourself, about who you are and what you deserve. All right, the Four of Wands, the Hierophant. All right, y'all headed into marriage, like a very serious partnership. This gonna last. This gonna last, y'all. Let's get one more card, Spirit, so we can close out this reading. The King of Swords, your protector. This is that Knight of Cups. Look, oh my gosh. Confirmation. The person that you are connecting with right now has a strong mindset. All right, that sword clears away any type of illusions, any type of scarcity, any type of concerns you have about falling in love. This is somebody that can defend you, that can speak up for you. All right. And remember what I said? There's something about healing your inner child. Yeah, that's this person. All right. That's this person. Also, this is somebody you're going to have a chat with. Okay. This is somebody you will have a chat with. Remember what I said, populating the earth. If the enemy could keep you in a state of mind where you are scared to be intimate, we never gonna populate the earth. If the enemy can make you think that all men are bad, all men are toxic, we ain't never gonna populate the earth. Something has been broken because you trust to let this person in. So I love you guys. And you freed yourself from a mindset of not ever finding the right one. The intimacy you have with this person moving forward brings about children. It heals your sacral chakra. It ascends you from that part of your body, all right? And it brings you vitality. It doesn't suck your life away. It fills you with vitality, all right? How somebody speaks to you will give you the confidence you need to know who you are and who you are not. Get ready for an exotic experience with somebody that is going to last a lifetime. I love you.